thought. So first I came in with this, I want to change you, I want to change you. So let me tell you one thing he would do, right? Those days, I would serve him food and he would be like, okay. Just to make me happy, he will eat and he will go into the kitchen, hide behind closed doors and increase his food
I eat my food. I'll go upstairs at night.
And yeah.
Then I'll go to the kitchen and get some more bread.
Get some more bread. But I caught him one day.
Tell them the story.
Should we tell them today or leave it for another video?
I'll tell them the story. Hello. Well, so you guys know I'm from the north. And in northern Nigeria, we love to eat on the floor. So I'm trying to, and my wife is from Anambra State. My wife is from Anambra State. She's my Anambra delight. I'm trying to baptize her into eating on the floor. She doesn't find it funny. My wife is very, very British in her thinking. She thinks we should always eat on the dining table. But I love to eat on the floor. You know, so I'm trying to baptize her into eating on the floor. And we love to eat with our hands. But all this cutlery thing, I'm learning it. I'm from the northern part of Nigeria. We love to sit on the floor and eat with our hands. And it's very, very dignified.
So how do you teach your children table manners? It's called table manners. So how do you teach them table manners when you sit on the floor?
Teach them floor manners.
Okay.
Teach them floor manners.
So guys, I'm just doing this because he forced me to sit on the floor to eat. On a normal day, I would like to sit on the table, use my cutleries, enjoy my meal. But again, I say in marriage, you have to be very flexible. Things that make you happy, you just do it because it's life just keeps going on. So don't be too uptight about anything. Ensure you're having fun. Ensure you're creating memories as you go on. Don't always insist on what you want. So for today, I'm on the floor and I'm enjoying my food and it's still going into my belly.
I hope you guys can see the size of her food and the size of my food. She eats 3 times what I eat now.
No. Okay, of course, I'm on a mission to
add some weight.
No, improve my eating habits. Remember we talked about it in the last video. By the way, if you haven't seen the last video, please scroll up. I'm sure you would see that video, okay? So just scroll up on the page. I'm sure you see the video where we talked about our first fight and the video where we promised you would share our first fight. In each of these videos, there are lessons to learn. And you also know the reason why I'm eating a little bit more and he's eating a little bit less because...
Not a little bit less, a lot less.
No, a little bit less.
I'm eating a lot less.
Okay, I agree. I am not going to argue on this video.
A woman should not argue with her husband.
Okay, so I'm trying to improve on my eating habits because I don't eat so much. So I'm trying to eat the right portion or quantity for my weight, and he's also trying to improve on his eating habits. I'm sure you all can remember his old ways. So now all things have been made new. So he's trying to.
Okay, so see guys. All right, so from the last video we shared with you guys about our last fight, we saw beautiful, excellent, lovely comments.
And thank you
everyone.
So
much. Some very mature people came and said some very, very awesome stuff that even us learned from. And then some very funny people also said some very, very funny things. God bless their soul. God bless their hearts. You know, I remember one woman said, different people said, okay, first, that you should have informed me about what you were going to cook instead of abruptly trying to change what I was trying to eat.
Yes.
Yeah. And then another lady also said that, I should have, instead of getting angry, I should have eaten it, the food, accepted it with Thanksgiving, and then talked about it later. And it's very key. Those are some of the things that we've learned in our marriage, right? That you cannot act on impulse. You can't, don't express your emotions the way you feel them at the moment. Learn the art of self-control. You know, one of the fruits of the spirit, one of the fruits of your regenerated human spirit when you get born again is self-control. You're not an animal. Yeah. Animals might not be able to control their instincts, but you must learn to control your animal instincts, anger, appetite, different forms of appetite. You must learn to control, to have self-control. control. It helps you a lot in marriage. You don't have to say things the way you feel them every time. You don't have to always express all your emotions at the moment the way you're feeling them. Sometimes just a wait of 1 hour, 1 day, 2 days can save your marriage because you waited before you addressed the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also learned from all your comments that communication is key. In as much as I had very, very good intentions, I wanted to abruptly change his normal way of eating. When we got married, you were what? 37?
137.
No, not the weight, the age.
Okay. Why are we talking about my age?
Okay, so he's been eating. No,
Why are we talking about
no,
my
but everybody knows your age.
Yeah, but why are we talking about my age? Are you trying to make me look young or old?
No, but I'm trying to make a point.
Okay, well, I get a point. Yeah, sure.
Yes. So he has been eating this way for the most part of his life, right? And I thought I could come in just in 1 day and abruptly change what this person has been used to almost all his life.
Yeah,
He's been used to rice, he's been used to bread,
Yeah,
he's been used
rice
to...
and bread, people.
And basically, if you grow up in the village, like rice is a normal thing. People eat like
and I
virtually
grew up
every
in the
day.
village.
And a son of a farmer,
And village people eat a lot.
village people eat a lot. So first I came in with this, I want to change you, I want to change you. So I tried changing the meal, I tried changing the portion and ration. So let me tell you one thing he would do, right? Those days, I would serve him food and he'll be like, okay. Just to make me happy, he will eat and he will go into the kitchen, hide behind closed doors and increase his food
I eat my food. I'll go upstairs at night.
And
then I'll go to the kitchen and get some more bread.
Get some more bread.
And
But I caught him one day. Should we tell them?
Tell them the
Should we tell them today or leave it for another video?
I'll tell them the story.
Okay, so what I would usually do when I realize that when I go up to sleep, I wake up the next morning and my bread will just go fume. So what I did was one night, I said, what are you doing up? He said, I want to pray a little, I want to just, read the word and pray a little. I'm like, oh, well done, good job. So I quickly dashed into the kitchen and counted the bread. Counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counted the whole loaf.
All the
slices, and I went up. And in the morning, and when he came out, I said, how was the prayer? I said, awesome, I prayed so well. I said, oh, that's good. Then in the morning, I brought the bread. I said, you ate 5 slices of bread. He said, how did you know? I said, I counted this bread before I went to bed and I cut it red-handed and all those things. But the truth is we have grown over the years. I have learned a better way of handling things. Communication. Okay, I think you're eating a lot. Can we reduce it? He said, okay, that's fine. Communicate. Because if you don't communicate, right, the other person or party would not know your intentions, and your intentions might be right. It has to be mutual. You cannot enforce, and men don't like you enforcing things on them because of ego.
Yeah, especially when you get forceful, and insistent and naggish about it. Yeah.
So on the next video, we're going to talk about how not to be a nagging wife, right? You can make your point. You can make your point nicely without nagging.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned that. See, I am not perfect. I keep learning. There are lots of things I'm still learning at the moment. So take it easy on yourself, women. Just make sure you're an improvement of your old self.
Yeah,
make sure you're learning.
Keep
improving.
Be a better you for your spouse, right?
Yes.
Be a better you. Make sure that you keep improving on yourself for your spouse. Okay? Keep improving on yourself for your spouse. Every day, give your spouse a better version.
And men, be patient with us. We're not your mothers. We just came into your life.
And you people try to be.
Wait, we
Can
just
you
came
realize that
now.
sometimes?
Wait, we just came into your lives along the way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So we sometimes get it wrong. And we're trying to do you good. Like we're working so hard to be good or to be better people, right? But you've been living your life without me. And I just came in. So you have to give me time to learn you and to, to learn what you like, what you don't like, how you like it, how you don't like it. It's time. It's a process. So be patient.
And with this thing that my wife is saying, I want to talk to you guys out there, to that couple that you're having serious challenges in your marriage, and you feel like ending it and throwing, in the towel. I want you to remember the reason why you got married in the first place.
Yeah.
Remember how much love you had for each other. Remember how you were begging that lady to marry you. Remember how excited you were when he asked you to marry him. Remember how you agreed you change your father's name for his name, right? I know that a lot of water has gone under the bridge and you've been through a lot of things, and you've allowed a lot of people come into your marriage, you've allowed people advise you. But I want you to go back and remember why you married the person in the first place. You didn't get married to hurt the person. Except for some people, maybe that's why you did that. But I don't believe when you were going to get married on your wedding day, your plan
was to hurt
the person.
No, nobody
and say,
does
I'm
that
marrying
time
this
to
person.
waste.
Nobody did that. So I wanted to go back and look back and say, listen, there's no marriage that is perfect like that. When you look at our marriage, we keep working hard on our marriage. I'm telling you, we keep working hard on our marriage. Every day we try to see areas that we'll improve on. Sometimes she gets upset, I get upset. Then we come back on the drawing board, we talk about it. One of the things that we had to establish is that we love each other.
Yeah.
Not that we feel love for each other. When we talk about love, now we feel love for each other. I mean, you can't have this kind of pretty somebody and not love. But our drive has gone beyond what we feel for each other. It's a decision we have made to love one another. It's a decision we have made to love each other. We've decided that for the rest of our lives, we are going to love. Right.
Okay, guys, our food is getting cold and we have to go back to our eating. So tell us in this video what topics you would want us to address on the next video, and trust me, we would address it. So tell us what you've learned from this video and tell us what else you want us to address, what topic you want us to address in marriage.
Everywhere that I go, everything that I do, all I see is grace, 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 grace.
I see grace.
Grace, grace, grace.
All I see is grace.
All right. This shouldn't be the end. All right. There's always an answer. God bless you.
God bless you. This is Lange View.
This is Solomon Lange and his beautiful Lange somebody. Bye, guys.